Unbelievable, my wonderful people, it's happening. Aregbesola speaks again on reconciliations with Tinubu, how there is a Cisterns effort to frustrate reconciliation with Tinubu. Remember, Aregbesola is not very happy with Tinubu, or Tinubu rather is not happy with Aregbesola. Aregbesola was the governor, and when he finished, it was mandated on him that Tinubu's brother Oyetola should come on board. But when Oyetola became the governor of the state, Aregbesola said he was not happy with the way Oyetola was governing the state. And so when it was time for election, we all know what happened. Apple Line Media, we brought you up to speed on all that grounds, up to the extent that Aregbesola said, you want your brother to have a second tenure, yet you refuse Amber the opportunity to have a second tenure. Excuse me, how is that fair? And a lot of matters began to happen in those corridors. Now he's speaking about any possibility of reconciliation and how that has been stayed, all that has happened in those regards, and honestly, it is unbelievable. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's understand what is really happening today. There are sisters' efforts to frustrate reconciliation with Tinubu, Aregbesola declares. The Minister of Interior, Aregbesola, has cried out about sinister and coordinated efforts by some politicians to frustrate move to reconcile with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress. In a statement on Wednesday by the media advisor, Shola Festus, obtained by Politics Nigeria, Aregbesola said those attempting to sow seeds of discord within the APC will not succeed. He said a pattern has daily emerged of systemic efforts to frustrate reconciliation, any form of reconciliation, moves being campaigned by notable stakeholders within and beyond the party to rally all necessary factors for the success of our party at the 2023 presidential election. Just last week, G3 Politics, who are authors of the malicious manuscript, paid a handful of crowd candidates to react to a non-existent attack and storm efforts in order within the intention to frustrate a series of reconciliation steps for their selfish interests. We urge well-meaning Nigerians to understand that evil makers of this court and these people whose sole business is to cause distraction, misinformation within APC are carrying out this activity. For the unbraided and the general public to know that every effort that I, Aregbesola, is focused on delivering my key reform as the Minister of Interior and ensuring that the campaign for President Muhammadu Buhari ensure that APC emerge victorious, and that is all I am doing. The news reports that Aregbesola, a former governor for Osun State, is working against Tinubu is not true. I am not working against Tinubu. I am working for a party, he has said. So Aregbesola, like you heard, the former governor of the state, says he is trying to make every effort for himself and Tinubu to reconcile. But however, it does not seem very much like becoming a reality, because some persons, some individuals are looking for every way, humanly speaking, to frustrate that opportunity for the reconciliation, and he cannot understand what he stands to gain. He said he is working with President Muhammadu Buhari. He is working as the Minister of Interior to serve his own purpose and to do what he needs to do. He's doing everything he can, to ensure that the party emerge victorious. Now, Aregbesola and Tinubu have really fallen out over, after Tinubu's brother, Oyetola, became the governor of the state. Like I earlier reiterated, he was not happy. In fact, during the whole election and everything that was going on, he said it then that, this guy will not win the APC primaries. And a lot of matters really went down there. Him and Tinubu, there was a serious fallout. There was no agreement on those grounds. At the end of the day, Oyetola still won the APC primary ticket for his state. He became the candidate seeking a re-election. However, he did not quite still succeed. At the end of the day, Ademola Adeleke came in and floored him. Ademola Adeleke came and floored him successfully. Today, Ademola Adeleke is the governor of the state. When it was time for any campaign of any sort to support Oyetola, Aregbesola was conspicuously absent because he said he was not happy. In fact, he replied to Tinubu at some point saying, "You want your brother to have a second tenure. What happened to, the former governor who you only allowed one tenure because you are the godfather of that state? Now, when it comes to you, okay, you want your brother to have a second tenure." By the way, the same thing you said about the governor who took over from Sanwo-Olu, okay? The same thing you said about him is the same thing I'm saying about your brother. Your brother has not done well. Your brother did not do well. He does not have the capacity. He does not have leadership bone in him. He has indebted the state, and the guy was conspicuously absent. And when Ademola Adeleke was being inaugurated, Oyetola guys were there. As the report will have it. So Tinubu is and Oyetola has and Aregbesola have not really gotten it on a very good note. However, we are hearing now from Aregbesola that there are efforts on his part to ensure that he worked at it to bring about reconciliation. However, this reconciliation is being frustrated by individuals who he said are being sponsored or are just malicious and just wants to ensure that him and Tinubu do not reconcile. For whatever is what, please let's allow them reconcile. Politicians be politicians. Politicians don't have enemies. If you think that they are fighting within themselves, you are the one. The joke is on you. Yes, it's on you, because at the end of the day, they will always and surely reconcile. They know how they meet. They know how they settle their issue. So you that is getting on and thinking that politicians, so you are the object of their thoughts, that they are thinking about you. Oh dear, I feel for you. Anyway, my wonderful people, now so the matter, they reach us. So Aregbesola say he won't reconcile. Reconciliations are in order. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can have all our latest news. Remember, you have a voice. Let us speak out and condemn every injustice or anything that could possibly hold us down. God bless. Have a good day. Bye for now.